the Odee Company. We're going to talk about digital printing, black and white. This is our Docutech 135. It does black only. It does toner. That's what it's made for. It will run about 8,000 sheets an hour of 11 by 17 sheets. Limitations on it, size-wise, is 11 by 17. That's all it's going to run, or something smaller, like 8.5 by 14 or 8.5 by 11. If you have something larger than that, you have a limitation on this machine. It will not run that. It is strictly a black over black or black on white type machine. It does no color. That's why this machine was primarily invented for doing manuals and that kind of thing. It primarily is going to print on uncoated sheets. Coated sheets has a tendency to have the toner on the sheet can be scratched off, so it's primarily again made for an uncoated sheet, and it will not do, or when you get into doing screens, photos, graphs, anything along that line, this machine will actually be pretty grainy as far as what it produces if you're comparing it to offset. If you're talking about printing offset, you're usually talking about printing a 150 line screen, 175, 200 line screen. This is going to be more in the avenue of around the 100 line screen. Why do we use this press? This press again was basically invented for short run, black over black type jobs. Your per unit cost on this is going to be extremely low when you're doing real small quantities of 5, 10, 15, 100, maybe up to 500, maybe 1,000 type manuals. On those kind of quantities, it's going to be substantially less expensive on a per sheet basis than offset, because we basically don't have to go to a plate material, whereas in offset we do. It's also very quick, and it's also, can do variable data. When I say quick, you can bring a disc in the morning, and we can actually have a finished manual for you ready that afternoon or the next day. Whereas on offset, you're usually not in a situation which you can do that. Your job will come out the end of the press already collated, ready to be punched or stitched or whatever kind of binding that we need to do. Again, quick turn is the reason for this. Ultra short run quantities are the reason for this. It'll also do variable data. Can change names, data from one person to the next. Has some limitations as far as that goes, but it does variable data versus offset being a static. What are the different kinds of products that you'll print on this? A lot of what you're doing is manuals. You can incorporate, say, a color cover from a digital color press or an offset press. The guts be black over black, and you can bind it and be off and running. But it's primarily going to be made for manuals, documentation printing, technical printing, forms, that kind of thing. It does a wonderful job for what it's made to do, and that's short run, black over black type printing. You can reach us on the internet at www.odeecompany.com, spelled O-D-E-E, company spelled out, .com. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.